Hey, we're gonna get us a reading for the sign of Libra. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button, so I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Libra. Libra, bottom of the deck, we have obsession. It says infatuation, addiction, admiration. So, and it's two people on this card, right? So it's giving you and another person maybe going through some type of phase of obsession, you know what I mean? You know, like a honeymoon phase where it's like you can't get enough of each other, can't get enough of something, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's giving all of that. All of that. Now, first card out, we have intuition. It says heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. So it's given that you are using your intuition to feel around. It's given with you meeting new people, different situations in life. You know, you are more so deciding to tune into things on more so like a telepathic level is what I'm hearing. You're no longer just viewing things with your two physical eyes. You have withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. So due to you being able to use your intuitive insight, it's given that you may have chosen to withdraw, you know, from certain environments, certain situations, certain people. Is really given doing certain things all together, you know. Maybe you were in a relationship or something like that and you're choosing to be single or something like that. You know, it says lonely. I'm not really getting lonely. I'm getting just, again, singular. Like something being singled out. Solitary, alone. In silence. Frozen, no words, stone wall. So, baby, is you just running off on people or something like that and just not saying nothing? You could just going cold, stone wall. You just, now you see me, now you don't type energy. What's going on with this? You have lusting. It says forbidding, non-committal, sexual energy. So maybe this is how you were viewing somebody. In this lusting energy, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. Yeah. It's seeming like being in this energy may have gotten you hurt. Or may have, I don't know, caused you some type of discomfort or something like that. Where you're no longer doing that. Hey. But look, it says only you, Libra. Devoted, attached, crave. So with this lusting energy, see, maybe you and this other person has some type of strong sexual connection or something like that. You know what I mean? But this person just was non-committal. Like you knew that y'all couldn't be together. It's really giving me some type of bop around energy. And you have emotional storm. You know, it's like, yeah, somebody can say that it's only you. They're devoted to you due to them having this craving, this longing, this wanting. But it's seeming like when you guys' world collide, it's some type of turmoil or something like that. It's some type of unstable energy. Hey, I'm even hearing something like sneaky link energy, right? But then it's like this person actually has some type of emotional effect or something like that on you. Yeah, and you have shocking. Look, turmoil again, trouble, unexpected. It's like shit is just very unpredictable, you know, when you deal with an individual is what it's giving me. Yeah, so somebody might be obsessing over you, Libra, right now. You might be somewhere off to the side already. I don't know. But you have confusion. It says uncertain, unclear, unsure. So it's given that this situation actually presents some type of uncertainty or something like that. maybe it's not very clear, you know what I mean, where you and this person stands or something. But again, it's giving some type of in and out. Like, you prepare yourself for hurt. You prepare yourself for pain. It's like you prepare yourself for this person to do certain things. And again, that's why you have withdrawn. Okay. Always in this, what's going on with this intuition? What's the intuition for Libra? It says past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. So it's something that you know on an intuitive level. You know, it's something about karmic lessons, like situations repeating itself. Again, which you no longer viewing things just more so from your spirit, physical eyesight, and actually tuning in, you know, with your third eye, your spiritual eyesight as well too. You're able to identify some type of patterns. And again, with this deja vu, you know, that feeling of like you've already done this before. You remember doing this before, like while you're doing something, you know what I mean? Again, with the repeated patterns. What's going on with this past life? It's giving me that your intuition was more so communicating with you when it comes to some type of past life energy and repeated patterns, that you were doing the same thing again. You have fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. Yeah. So maybe your intuition had to, you know, more so wake you up. It's given that you may have gotten caught in some type of cycle where you were just doing your day-to-day. You were doing what you thought you were supposed to be doing. Yeah. There's something with this daydreaming, though. What is this? You have open heart. So it's something about you being vulnerable. You know what I mean? You daydreaming and being vulnerable. You're not paying attention to certain things and being vulnerable in situations where you should not be. Again, tapping into your intuition, listening to your inner voice instead of always going with, you know, that compassion when it comes to your heart. You have confession, unveiling, coming clean, messages. Yeah. What's going on with this confession? You have return. So it's something with you knowing or something being unveiled to you about somebody wanting a return or somebody wanting a second chance or opportunity, making amends or something like that. This may be a situation that you have withdrawn from, though. Maybe you find yourself thinking about somebody a lot lately or something. You know what I mean? You know how you have some situations where it's like everything is just not all horrible shit. Sometimes you just simply not meant to be with that person and y'all be connected right then at that time. They ain't always got to be, you know, some of that strange shit that we be reading type thing. Yeah. So you may even be doing some daydreaming or something like that and considering somebody coming back or considering making a confession to somebody about wanting to return or something like that. Again, your intuition might be communicating with you via songs and different things. Even with this returning, you might need to release something. Just letting go, moving on. It might be some type of confessions that, you know, you're just ready to let go of a situation when it comes to this return. You daydreaming about this return, just letting it go. Releasing it, moving on. If they haven't done it by now, they ain't gonna do it. If they haven't done it by now, like, do you really want it? Like, want them to do it? You know what I mean? I don't know if these are your thoughts or another person's thoughts or what. But again, it's some type of withdrawn energy. It's even given that somebody may no longer be able to communicate with another individual on a telepathic level. You know what I mean? Some type of blockage. What's going on with this withdrawn energy? You have mistakes. So it's some type of mistakes when it comes to this past life energy or repeated patterns of having misunderstandings and then somebody playing the victim role. It's something with somebody repeating energy of being in this lost soul energy as well too, like feeling isolated, feeling alone. Give me more on this lost soul energy. You have obsession. So somebody has an obsession with fantasy. Again, with the daydreaming, always longing to be somewhere else other than where they are. It's something with somebody adoring, like another individual or something like that too. Or catering to some type of addiction. Somebody made the mistake when it came to these obsessions. What's going on? And you have exhaustion. Came out sideways like that with that open-hearted. So it's given that somebody was obsessed with trying to, you know, put you in this exhausted state when it came to you being open-hearted, to you being vulnerable. It's almost like somebody was dealing with you. You were being very open-hearted with them, and they just felt like one day that was all going to shut off. So they would try you and apply pressure to you in different things like that in different ways to see, you know, if you would break. And it's given that you never break. You never broke. But somebody just more so ran out, you know what I mean, their timeline with you. It says depletion, drain, long journey. Yeah. So it's not that, you know what I mean, somebody exhausted you again. It just is what it is. But that's what they was obsessed with exhausting you. It's really like testing your loyalty. Look, you have distractions. So that's what somebody want to confess about as well. Unveil that they were actually sidetracked. It was something with the change, you know what I mean? The way that things was changing. Somebody more so wanted things to slow down is what it was. That's why they were trying you. You have stress. Distracted by some type of stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. And again, with this return, this make amends, like somebody, it's like they feel a certain type of way about the way that they acted. You know what I mean? And again, with this return energy, like somebody want a second chance. But it's giving me that they still bring some type of turbulence or something like that, like some type of stress. Tension, arguments, things that you have let go of or that you have chosen to release. Yeah. And you have hopeless. So somebody feels as if, like, you know, somebody felt as if they was in a position when they were thinking. Felt as if they were in a position like as if they were thinking when they were in a connection. It's something with you releasing something though and leaving somebody bound. Like somebody is hanging on to some type of hope. Like, but again, feeling hopeless, feeling like they're sinking. It's like a walking away, you know, and somebody standing there hoping that you turn around, that you come back or something like that, and you never do. You just keep on walking and you get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller till this person can no longer see you. It's something with somebody falling apart. The more this silence is. You have family. Something has been frozen with the family, or you have went into no words or something like that with the family. So maybe you're not dealing with this individual or their family. Somebody may have felt like they made some type of mistakes with you during pregnancy, or something with parenthood, fertility, like trying to get things to grow with you again. It's a silence between that. Like you no longer want those things, but somebody feels like it's some type of misunderstandings, like they were misunderstood, like you don't know their part or something like that. What's going on with this family energy? You have resistance, yeah. Conflict. So it's something with some type of resistance when it came to this family energy. It says secret, admire, suppressing, timid. It's something with somebody being shy when it came to this obsession and this fantasy. So somebody weren't letting you know what I mean, the different things that they wanted, the different things that they daydream about. You have conflict. It's given it was some type of clashing or something like that in what they wanted and what you wanted. It was some type of differences or incompatibility. And again, with this exhaustion, like something eventually just, you know, it became too much to try and maintain. What is this conflict about? That's a lot. It says loyalty, conflicted, bluff, and time. So it's something about somebody bluffing when it came to time, and they loyalty, like some type of hot cold. Somebody wouldn't commit to something. And you have waiting, cycles, moments, bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Like somebody kept on acting like they was going to do something and never doing nothing. Never actually following through with a decision. It was real hot and cold. Felt as if they had multiple choices. You know, somebody wasn't very loyal. They was just very lustful. So that was the conflict. This clashing, the differences when it came to the time. Somebody was actually distracted. They weren't ready, if that makes sense to you. They weren't ready. They hadn't matured as fast as you did. They hadn't experienced as much as you did. You know, they weren't ready. They weren't ready to sit down. And you have bluff. Somebody was pretending. They was masking, you know what I mean, how they felt at the time, exaggerating like their progress when it came to their growth. You know, in all actuality, somebody was stressed. You know, they feel like if they could make amends or something like that, you know, they would be able to do it different or something. I don't know. But you have conflicted energy. Again, with this bluffing, that's why it was hard to make a decision. Like, it was hard for them to make a decision, and it was hard for you to make a decision too, because it's given that you couldn't identify exactly what was off in this situation or with this person, but you could feel that something was off. Again, them being in this conflicted energy and not necessarily making a decision to move forward and still operating in this non-committal energy, but wanting you to be open-hearted with them, was putting you in a position where you felt like you were thinking. And again, you had to let go. Move on. Walk away. Somebody was loyal to their lusting energy. Trusting. It's reliability, believing. It's something with this family energy, loyalty and family. Somebody felt like they had more loyalty to a different family. I'm getting, okay, so you know, you have a person that have like a biological family, then you have the family that they build, you know what I mean? It's something with somebody having loyalty to a family. But again, it's something with them making the same mistakes. Like the same past life energy, these repeated patterns. Like somebody didn't slow down long enough to notice the patterns, right? Realizations, look, that they actually was creating some type of resistance when it came to them doing all this daydreaming, all this obsessing, all this not being present, you know. The secret admirer shit. It's something about some type of epiphanies, understandings, awakenings, you know what I mean? Like, somebody, they just wasn't ready, you know what I mean? It's no other way. Yeah, you had chemistry with this person. It was some type of attraction, some type of spark, passion, you know what I mean? But it was conflict again because there were differences. You and this person just simply wasn't the same. Look, peace. And something about you wanting peace, balance, harmony, friendship. Again, this is something like over time. You were waiting for something to balance out. But again, this person was distracted. You got divine feminine in a reverse. Yeah. Oh, so somebody thought that you weren't a divine feminine. They may have thought that you was a karmic or something with this bluff. Somebody thought that you were pretending. Again, it's something with stress, like some type of turbulence, tension, arguments. They feel like something is going to return, or you feel like something is going to return again if you give somebody a second chance. What's going on with this divine feminine in the reverse? You got thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Conflicted. Missing you. Craving. Desiring. See, it's given like, again, somebody desiring another person. Look, divine masculine, but they think they divine type shit. Okay. It's giving somebody like desiring another person like on a sexual level, for real. For real, for real. But it's like something with somebody being one of the choices. Like somebody has multiple choices. And again, it's given that those choices is falling apart. The choices are weaker or something like that. Again, with that only you, it's some type of energy that you hold. What's going on with this only you? What's this only you for Libra? You have one day. So somebody feels like maybe they can get that loyalty back one day. You a fool with them like that. This may be like a family member or something like that that made some type of mistakes or has some type of repeated pattern. But it says someday, somewhere, another time. You know, when it comes to this loyalty and somebody being reliable and believable and all that. Like, yeah, no. A situation is reached its breaking point. You know, when it comes to these realizations, like somebody has reached their limit or their final straw. It's something with the situation becoming overwhelming, you know. Look, you have curse. Curse, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. So somebody may have involved some type of hexing energy or something like that when it came to this chemistry, which created a conflict. Give me more on this curse. What is this curse? Somebody may have had some type of negative mindset. Look, you have possibilities when it comes to this peace and time, this waiting. So somebody may have done some type of love spells or something like that to more so keep somebody waiting. Keep somebody distracted. Keep something veiled. That may be what they want to confess about. That they were trying to just keep you off to the side, holding on or something. Only you one day. Breaking point, curse. It's really even given like whatever it is that this person was able to do in the past energy, they're not able to do it with you. Curse, possibilities, free spirit, adventure, risk. When it comes to your peace again, because you got this harmonious energy. Look, you have memories when it comes to this divine feminine in the reverse, reminiscent, dwelling, bittersweet. So it's given that you have outgrown a situation. Once upon a time, somebody may have been able to keep you distracted with some type of, again, this curse energy, this love spell, hexes, jinx, whatever it is, you know what I mean, that they was using. I'll do you one better and tell you, you know, if this is something that was attached to your bloodline. An example is like, let's say, for the men, like, you know, common, cliche, actually, because I know more that do than that don't, but you know how they, with men and, like, taking care of their children or something like that, like broken family homes, and you know how you could have a boy child who didn't have a father, he grows up, he make children, he don't be there for him, he produce boys, they make children, they don't be there for him. That's like a generational curse, right? Or you could have women where they commit to married men, always stepping out with somebody else's husband and having kids. Therefore, they never have any commitments of their own. They a third party. They you know what I mean? God damn it, that's the type of bitches that they come from, type thing. That type of energy. It's like those are curses. This is what you doing. You showing your baby this. Your baby doing this. She grow up. She do this. She show her baby this. She grows up. Because y'all giving them the okay, like this shit is okay. Ain't no prepping, ain't no structure, no morals, no respect, no nothing. Just, you know what I mean? That's how that shit go. So understand, yeah, some people do the razzling, the dazzling. They get the herbs, they get the bump. Some people go all in with this shit. But a person can curse you with something so simple as they motherfucking mind, them intrusive thoughts, them reoccurring thoughts, them them speaking, that spelling, you know what I mean, negatively over your, like, come get into y'all shit. Get into y'all shit. I just wanted to go there a little bit, but this person was reminiscing on a time where you didn't know your divinity. You got ecstasy in the reverse. Look what this thinking of you. Somebody is stuck in some type of past energy with this thinking of you. They think that you're still in some type of conflicted energy, or they're hoping that you're still in some type of conflicted energy, some type of hopeless energy. You know, honestly, Libra, this person wants you in this type of position simply so you're not able to identify them, because they're in this position. They're in this energy, this hopeless, this sinking, this despair, you know what I mean? This bluffing, this not so divine, you know what I mean? This curse, like this conflicted, this exhausted. This person is actually embodying all of those energies. They're just hoping, you know, like misery loves company, that baby, you're there too. That you're there too, so they can come back to you and we could be here together again. You remember how we used to do, you know, fuss, fight, love, Netflix and chill, fight some more, you know what I mean? You remember us type shit? Yeah, no. That shit is horrible. That shit is a nightmare. That shit is a nightmare. But when it came to this hex curse, this shit, this razzling and dazzling somebody was doing, they felt like it was a lot of different possibilities in the past. That shit ended up turning out horribly for this person. Because again, they stuck in this thinking about you, this missing you, this craving you, this desiring you. Look, depth. When it comes to this emotional storm, this shit is a whole lot more deeper. Awareness, importance, value. It's something about like something being very important to a person when it comes to this one day energy and this loyalty. Like with this family. It's even giving somebody want to make something up. You know what I mean? Like they feel like they betrayed a family. Or a family misunderstood some type of past life energy. What is these deaths? You have escaping. So it's really given that somebody tried to escape something before it got to its breaking point. Before it got to the last straw or something like that. And now they realize that they actually was creating some type of resistance due to them obsessing over this fantasy. It's really giving, remember, the pain. Like somebody that trauma or traumatic energy somebody was holding on to. It's like somebody called themselves preparing for the worst thing that could happen, and it's like they were making it happen. They were inviting it in. Again, all this testing, trying to bend, see how far you could flex. If something was a person feeling like everybody leaves them, they always leave. They just knew you were going to leave. So when you left, it's like you did exactly what they said you were going to do. But this person is not acknowledging that they pushed you away. They're not acknowledging how hard they made it for you to stay. They're not acknowledging all this lusting energy, them being loyal to being in this whatever the fuck, playboy, playgirl energy that they want to be in. Like, stop fucking playing. All these secrets, mystery, concealing shit. Like, stop fucking playing. Grow the fuck up. Escaping sorrows when it came to this curse. It's something about you being made aware of something. Yeah. Them being made aware of the fact as well, too. That you did something avoiding, blocking, pushing away when it came to this breaking point. Shit, you got full and you scooted back from the table. And something with this escaping, again, this breaking away energy, it put this person in some type of loss, some type of grief, depression when it came to this curse. Because they weren't able to have a spark. It was some type of conflict. And with this exhaustion, again, it's something about a time, like something had ran its course. With this open-hearted energy, they couldn't force it no more. I'm hearing something about somebody even having to redo a spell. Some of y'all was really dealing with some real witches, some real warlock type shit. Where the bitch got it from, I don't know. But they was razzling and dazzling on your ass. Look, cloudy judgment. Somebody had clouded judgment when it came to the different possibilities that they felt like they had when it came to them fucking with your peace. It's something about somebody waiting for you to get distracted. You know what I mean? That's the confession, that they was just waiting on some shit to go wrong. And it's given that it never did. You simply just vacated the premises. You got the fuck on. Yeah. With the spine in the reverse. Spine in the reverse, shallow when it came to this commitment. Illusions, unbalanced, distorted. It's something with somebody not spying. Somebody didn't see something when it came to these memories, this reminiscing about how somebody, yeah, it's something with somebody thought another person was being fake, though, like they was bluffing about who they was, like they thought that you were portraying to be something that you was not. And it's given that you ended up being everything that you presented and some. You got a divine masculine with a clouded judgment. That's the memories. From their memories, you wouldn't know divine feminine, I'm telling you. It's something about you bluffing. You being argumentative. Turbulence, tension. Like it's always something. It was always something. That's what they remember. And this person, somebody is so funny. It's like they really trying to do heavy projecting. That's why that intuition came out first. Because I'm feeling like Spirit is saying that you're going to have to use your intuition with this. Which is why this shit seems so boggled to me at first. This person is projecting their feelings. This hoe is not no divine. And they want you to feel like you not a divine. Which is why they was trying to bluff. Talking about you bluffing, you masking, you pretending, you're exaggerating. Because they wasn't able to match your energy. That's what they ass get. That's exactly what the fuck they get. Not understand why this leaves. You leave that goofy ass in confusion. Uncertain. Because you feel like you better off without that goofy ass. Look, chasing. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Chasing some toxic shit. Pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Being brave, being strong for all the wrong stuff with this ecstasy in the reverse. Now they missing you because they conflicted when it came to these decisions that they decided to make. Simple black and white shit, but they decided to, yeah, go some fuck shit. Now everything falling apart for them. Now they miss you. There's too many. That's too many. Now they miss you. What's this shocking? Shocking about what? Who's shocked about what? You got broken. So somebody thought that something was so deep, the emotional tie that they had on you was so deep that it actually shocked them when whatever projection that they had going in your mind, this mental manipulation, shattered. It's something with somebody being heartbroken and this heartbreak actually going deeper than what you know. Something destroyed another person. So even like this longing, like the mistakes that somebody fucked something up for real. What's going on with this broken energy? You have nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul finding. And escaping, breaking point, realization, resistance. Yeah, so somebody was heartbroken when it came to their self-love, the way that they tend to their self. You know, somebody was actually trying to escape, like, it's really giving, acknowledging, you know, how broken they were, how shattered they were. It's really giving that somebody feels as if their shadow work was too heavy, like their shadow work was too deep, too dark. Look, running, that's what I'm saying. Ghosting, disappearing, invisible when it came to these sorrows. This loss, this grief. Yeah, it's somewhat somebody trying to avoid their feelings. Look, and you got pain in the reverse with this clouded judgment. I told you, with the possibilities of peace. Somebody clouded their own judgment. They sacrificed their own 10 of cups. They sacrificed their own happy beginnings, like with you. Again, like you were everything that you displayed, you know, in talk about action speaking louder than words. Like you actually put the action behind what you were saying, and somebody still doubted you. They still doubted you. Their third eye was closed. So it's something about you progressing spiritually more than this person, or farther than this person. It's something with your authority. Look, you have apology when it comes to this divine masculine. It's the divine masculine that want to apologize. They want some type of forgiveness or to return or something. Again, they want you to know that they're sorry. They sorry, and they appreciate you running with your self-growth. Like the way that you are showing up now is so different. It's like they know that they're baggage. They know that they wait. They know what they were doing to you. But it's like, again, this is a broken person that you was dealing with. So they just, you know, fear of rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's not you. It kind of has a lot to do with the damage that was done to this person long before you got to them. So you just seemed unbelievable. You were deemed unbelievable. People like you do not exist, Libra. Understand how this person was thinking coming up to, like, up on you. But now it's something about them coming up on you, having the experience, feeling like you was lying, you separating, them going and experiencing other people, and now realizing you wasn't fucking lying. You are indeed that only you energy. It's you. That other shit is weird. That other shit out there is weird. Like, that other shit is what actually broke them. They realized something. Look, soulmates, that's what I'm saying. They realized that you actually could heal them. You helped them. You nourished them. You guided them. It's some type of deep love, unity, connection. Or some type of, somebody chasing some type of deep love energy. But again, like, oh my goodness, you uniting with this person is so toxic. It's toxic, baby. It's toxic resilience. You have to show some type of strength in order to be in that connection. Again, that push-pull dynamic, it ain't fun. And yeah, somebody thinking about you, they missing you, they desiring you, but it's like, it's really giving both of y'all no, look. And you have confusion, pride, and boundaries. See, somebody is uncertain if you gon' accept them. It's really giving something about the communication between y'all, or the exchange between y'all being real foggy due to some type of pride. Maybe neither one of you are saying anything, or this person isn't saying anything to you because they're not sure how you're going to respond to them. It's something about how you would greet them. You know what I mean? Not to mention, this person know all that they done did, everything that they was involved with, like known and unknown, because this person has had other people come at you or direct certain type of energies towards you, like unbeknownst to you, due to things that they have said or that they have expressed, or even with them allowing other people in spaces where they simply just did not fucking belong. Yeah, so somebody being in this pride, you know, this broken-hearted energy, it's like they being real arrogant. They choosing to be in their ego. And again, it's seeming like instead of coming forward, they choose to sit in that confusion, in this one-day energy. Look, and it's given that you have drawn some type of boundaries or something like that. You have learned to say no to this person. It's something about you drawing the line, enough being enough. With this escaping, you running like you're done with a situation. It's really given. Hey, so even with this fantasizing, whether it's you or this person, it's something about you feeling comfortable enough to have your thoughts and keep it moving, keep it pushing. God damn it, if we had one hell of a time that time, we had one hell of a time. But guess what? I do not desire to go there anymore. Like, I don't even know if I could have that type of time with you anymore, baby. It's like, I don't, I don't, I don't see you the same. Spirit said you're dirty. Somebody's dirty. And say beauty in perspective. So again, when it comes to your boundaries, you're now seeing the beauty. You know what I mean? You're seeing the beauty in the way that things are going. It's something about you staying away from this charming energy, or you simply avoiding somebody because you know that they can charm you out your socks or something like that, baby. You know what I mean? You know, it's some type of, not to mention it's something with this person and their energy, them being able to attach some type of baggage. It's just something with knowing you and this person is some type of karmic cycle. So when it comes to this perspective and this pain in the reverse, like you no longer feel, it's like you no longer feel the things that you used to feel. It's something about, again, you being uncertain, like, feeling the need to be cautious, like being afraid, being apprehensive, like always preparing for the worst case scenario or something. It's like you don't got to do all that shit no more. So that's how you know what I mean, your perspective had changed. Like you're better off without this person. You feeling some type of sense of happiness. And also you have a clear headspace. Like you cool when it comes to this clouded judgment. You have multiple possibilities. You in some type of free-spirited energy when it comes to this peace in your time and you being patient and baby, please, beginnings. Exactly. You got a different perspective when it comes to this beginnings. And see, this masculine want to apologize to you and try again because, baby, I promise you they thought you wasn't divine. I don't know. And see, maybe you wasn't divine when you met this person. It is what it is, but you have grown. It's like you dealing with a person who always felt like they was divine. It's a motherfucker who refused to admit that they ever were karmic, they ever did anything wrong, they ever told a lie, they ever stole, they ever lied, they ever cheated. You know what I mean? And they done did all of that. They done did all of the above. They done even put together little elaborate plans and did some shit that you ain't never heard of type shit. Like, get the fuck out of here playing. And again, somebody want to apologize and start over or something like that. You got karma. Soulmate energy. A karma. Twin flames. God damn. It's given that is karma. That is the consequences for the decisions that they made. Somebody is in debt when it comes to some type of connection that they're in now or something like that. It's some type of stronghold or something like that somebody got. Again, with that family, that pregnancy, whatever that is, somebody might have something growing elsewhere. You know what I mean? Which is why they're in this longing energy. Because, see, somebody already know that they came and they met you with bullshit before and you was accepting. But, baby, they coming to you with that bullshit plus some more. Whatever it is that they done accumulated while they was out there. So, yeah. Somebody is getting karma for trying to mirror your energy. Mirroring shared feelings, reflections, see? But they really couldn't embody the energy that they was mirroring. It's given that they hyped themselves up and thought that they could all the way till they got to a point where they had to use it and they don't know how to use it, don't know how to pull it, they just don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look, foundation, established family, security. That's what I'm saying. Damn. So somebody's foundation is, okay. Heart fog, influence, yeah, somebody, it's given judgment. They're under judgment. And again, they desire to be back connected with you or something like that. But baby, that first, you know what I mean? It's giving me again that you done moved on, like Maya said, you done moved on. Yeah, hey. I ain't even finna go all into that with the songs and stuff like that. You already know what time it is. Libra is given that you tapping into everything with your intuition, And you will not take any steps forward nor any steps backward, sideways, diagonally, none of that without, you know what I mean, your goggles on. You ain't playing. I don't even want to say your goggles, because, baby, that vision right there is better than this vision right here. So no goggles. Straight bare eye. I'm done, Libra. That was your reading.